You know what's crazy though?
What?
How like Disney characters can just jump into song.
Okay.
Like in High School Musical where like they just start jumping and
Singing and dancing along.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what they're supposed to do, right?
I mean, but you can't do that in reality, right? Like you can't have an exam and you just jump up and start singing a song, right?
That does make a good point.
Someone singing on the side?
Who the fuck is that?
Who the fuck's singing?
525,000. Oh, hey man,
How you doing?
Fuck's sake, man.
Bro!
Hey man.
Who the fuck are you?
It's me, it's Jaelen.
Welcome back.
To the fucking podcast.
Okay, you know, fuck this. Welcome back to another episode of the.
Hi guys.
Fucking out the way. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of the.
Podcast of the life's good. Bro, it's broken.
What? And today with us we have not only a singer, not just an actor. Not only is he an IG and YouTube content creator. Not only does he create D&D characters, drawing them, creating them, and storytelling with them. Fuck, I kind of fucked that up. But we have Jaelen in the building.
It's me! That's me! Hey guys, thank you for having me on the podcast.
Thank you for joining us.
How have you been, my guy, Jaelen
been
Boss?
Wonderful. My life has been eventful lately.
Eventful.
But wait, can we talk about you guys first? I just watched your podcast with Seb. That was a lot of fun. It was very funny.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about the back end, but
Link,
How about
link
you?
in the, it's in the channel.
Yeah, right here. Click right here.
next
Yeah,
step.
right
Anyhow, Jaelen,
Yes.
what have you been doing nowadays, my guy?
A little bit of everything.
That's always good.
Oh shit. Just kidding. Not really everything, but like, I've been doing a lot. I don't have a full-time job because I'm sort of juggling, like, working and doing shows. If I'm doing a show, I can't really work full-time because I am a waiter.
Right.
I serve
Speaking of
tables.
shows, what kind of shows have you done already?
Oh, yes.
Y'all just missed it. Ariel just winked.
He winked.
Because he thought you were
I
smooth.
didn't say anything.
Well, I do theater.
Okay.
Very theatrical guy. Always
Nice.
have been. I did a show with YAF recently, just last November.
Mhm.
It's a youth arts foundation. It's-
Shout out to the youth.
Yeah.
Shout out to the youth.
Shout out to
The youth.
And honestly, to my surprise, they still accepted me. I was borderline like out of youth. I was 21 when we did the production.
And how old are you now?
I'm just 22. But like
Okay.
everyone else who was in the show with me, or not really everyone, but majority, as in majority, there's only like 2 people that's over 20 in that production was like 17 and below.
But what is considered a
Youth.
youth?
Honestly,
It's all
I don't
in
know.
mind. Look, man, age is just a
I
number.
don't know exactly.
If you're 30, you can feel like you're fucking 12.
Yeah,
and-
you could fuck a granny and you'd still consider yourself a youth.
I don't
Right.
second that.
She is the youth.
You know, look, age is just a number. If you're 50, you can feel like you're 12. Well, no, wait. Does that explain pedophilia, though? Because you're 50, but you're attracted to... Okay, you
What
know
if it's
what?
the other way
Yeah, you know
around?
what? We're gonna scratch this.
Wow.
We're gonna keep going. Yeah, that show you did with the youth foundation. What was that about?
The show, well, YAF shows.
Shows.
Yeah, shows. The shows that YAF produces are written-
YAF is youth.
Youth Arts Foundation. Sorry,
Youth Arts
that's the
Foundation.
abbreviation.
YAF.
YAF. Most of the shows, I think, if not all, of the original shows are written by one producer and
Oh, wow.
writer. Her name is Lindsay McAllister, who's amazing.
Hi,
Shout out
Lindsay.
to her.
Hi, she's
Um,
probably not watching this, but hey,
Nice to meet
She's.
you.
I hope she. I'm just kidding. No.
Thanks for hooking
she,
our
she,
boy
she
up.
should tune in. She should tune in.
she just doing it. Oh, snap.
Tune in. She writes a lot of stuff regarding like social awareness.
Okay.
So she's done shows on, I think, being queer, and then the one we did last year, the one that I was a part of, is about OCD.
I see.
Yeah, so it's like
Okay.
it just like her shows go into detail and in depth. It's more nuanced whenever it describes a certain topic. Yeah, for example, OCD. It's not just about like being clean. There's more to it than that. Which I'm not
Actually,
gonna
I
go into
kind
detail.
of want to ask. I personally don't know what the hell queer means. And would you know the definition?
I think it just means not straight.
So then, if you're gay, are you queer?
Yep.
And if you're lesbian, you're also queer.
Yep. I think so. Don't come after me
I don't really know.
in the comments, but that's what I think it means.
Okay. So then why even have Q? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you know queer just means, you know, gay. Where's the fine line?
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
It just falls under the
Wait,
same
I'm
umbrella.
guessing you weren't in that show. You weren't in the show for queer.
No, I was not.
Okay.
But essentially, that's what YAF has
Okay. That's
produced
interesting.
in the past.
Okay. And any current projects you're working on right now?
Yes.
I
wink.
just got casted in the musical production of Rent. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And
Do you mind explaining to the crowd
Yeah.
what is Rat?
yeah, to the
Rat?
the
Rent?
90% of us who don't know what Rent is.
Rent is a show about, I think, young adults struggling to survive
And pay rent.
and pay rent.
Pay
And
rent.
survive with, these young adults are also living with HIV and AIDS or AIDS. Are they the same thing? I don't know.
No, because
HIV and AIDS.
I think HIV and AIDS are underneath the umbrella of STDs, so I think they're slightly different. I don't know.
So they're safe.
I mean, they're both mentioned in the show, so probably both.
Yeah, practice safe sex, kids. Wear condoms.
Nah, man. Fuck 'em raw, baby. Fuck 'em raw.
Maybe we can come back to Jay and his experience with Rent
Fine.
and not his personal views.
No personal experiences.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard. I don't even remember what I was saying. I think this is based on the 80s, I think.
During the AIDS pandemic as well.
During the pandemic.
So
yes.
which is the
It
80s?
is 80s. Late 80s?
Maybe
So,
just.
I
the
swear
whole-
I'm in the show and I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Just 80s. Let's just say.
Jen will do some more research and he'll have a quick little Wikipedia history
Not
about
Wikipedia.
whatever.
No, Wikipedia is unreliable.
I do agree. I'll probably have a bit to do with it because I think
You have AIDS?
Freddie Mercury was.
It's the same time period.
Yeah, it was the same time period.
Oh.
But it was very large.
Yeah.
I would also assume Magic Johnson is somewhere also in the mix.
Who Johnson
Magic Johnson, he has AIDS.
has?
Yeah, he has the magic to give AIDS.
I'm not too sure if it's
maybe
has
not.
or AIDS. I'm sorry, hads or had. But anyway, yeah. Okay, so that's the show. How's that been? Is it different? Because you were just explaining how in YAF you're with a bunch of youngsters.
Oh,
so
and
for this
yes,
one,
yes. But now it's like, I think I'm the youngest.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was trying to allude to
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, so it's a huge like
That's a
change of
quick
environments,
yeah.
and I have nothing I can add on to that yet. Well, that's not true, because today is going to be our first day of rehearsals. After this podcast, I'm going to head over to the...
Busy man. It was hard to book him.
He's
Hard to book
very,
him.
he's very.
Yeah, try to
I
stay
like
busy
that.
or else I'm
I
going
like
to lose my
that
mind.
though. Productivity at its finest.
Yeah, I try. But so far, what I've experienced between like the age difference is the audition process.
Okay.
I got into that, and then I saw that most people were like older than me, obviously older than me,
Shit.
and
Did you feel some type of way? Like, I mean, did you feel intimidated or something?
a little bit.
Because it's like, bro. I mean, these type of shows, they're not really like,
It's quite competitive.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think I was all that intimidated because I went into the audition process expecting to just get an ensemble role.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't in for a lead
And
because
you're a lead now.
Yes, I got
Okay.
casted for a lead character.
Yeah.
The process was sort of thank you very much. When I was given the details for the audition, I was like, sure, I'll give it a try, even though I wasn't really all that familiar with the story of Rent.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'll give it a go because why not? I love performing, so I was like, I needed a project to work on, or I'll lose my mind.
Yeah.
So I did that. I auditioned, and there was a description that said like, choose a character that you want to play, and sing a song that they're gonna sing in the show, and show up to the auditions. I watched like a bootleg version,
Okay.
so
It wasn't the original one.
it wasn't the original.
And it's a musical.
It's a musical as
Okay.
well.
Okay, that makes sense.
So and I wasn't really feeling too much of the character, so I had a hard time sort of connecting to any of them. Therefore, I didn't choose a main character
Yeah.
to audition for. I just went in for the ensemble role,
Okay.
which also was easier for me because I already knew the ensemble song audition.
Okay.
Yeah, so I went in, I sang that song, and then a couple of days later, we were emailed, and then they were like, congratulations, you're called back for not ensemble, but 3 potential lead characters.
Okay.
Which came to me as a huge shock.
Yeah.
that's fucking.
But also, that's kind of a huge flex.
Yay. Okay. And do you feel like that happened a lot for this musical, like where they had people come for the ensemble and they chose people off of that for leads, or were like no, people actually did also try to go in as leads.
I don't know about that, about leads specifically, but for callbacks, there were a lot of us essentially for lead characters.
Okay.
And
Were they from the ensemble rehearsals you had?
I'm not sure because there's only like a small bunch of us. We come in like batches.
Oh, makes sense.
I
makes
was
sense, yeah.
among the first, so I don't really know what happened with the rest.
Mm.
But during callbacks, we were called back specifically for specific characters. Somebody was chosen for a role they weren't in the callbacks for.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was that's probably the extent of it. I was like, oh, I thought they auditioned for another person, but they ended up getting this other character,
Okay.
and that's pretty much it.
So in a way, it's more like callbacks weren't always in the designated characters they wanted to. It's more like after hearing you sing, or maybe looking at how you dress or the way you act,
Yeah,
they
I
kind of
think
decided who you might fit the bill for.
Yes,
And you mentioned 3 characters, right? So what are those 3 characters?
they're quite different from one another. It's like the first one is Mark. His name is Mark.
Shout out to Mark.
Shout out to
Hi, Mark.
Shout out to all the Marks out there.
Mhm.
Mark, the one that we know. Yeah, fuck you, Mark.
Mark, if you're watching this, I just want you to know, me and Arl have been talking, and we'll hit you up. Anyway.
Fuck you,
Ooh,
though.
potential guest
Maybe.
on the
Maybe.
As you were
pod.
saying, yes,
Mark,
Mark.
I'm sorry. Mark, that's one. So who's Mark? What is Mark? Is he a dancer with a big rear end?
with a big rear end.
Yeah. Anyway.
Not that Mark,
Oh, not that Mark. Okay.
but you will see him eventually.
Hopefully. Who knows?
Hopefully. No, he's sort of like the videographer of the group. He's the one who documents everything, and I think that's actually his profession. He's a struggling videographer.
Okay.
It seems like someone we kind of know.
Yeah, fuck you, Jen. You fucking bitch.
I mean, I don't know if he's struggling or not. I hope you're not.
Yeah.
But
And we hopefully you don't have AIDS as well, or HIV.
good lord, I hope not. Yeah, there's that. That's the first character, and then the second character is more Rockstar-esque.
Okay.
He's described as like Kurt Cobain core,
Okay.
which is very again like I don't know how you see that in this, but
Oh, that's hard.
I can kind of see the tats, you know. Okay, maybe not the pearls, because I think Rockstar normally wear pearls, but I can kind of see it.
okay, thank you. Yeah, that's sort of his role, and he's a struggling musician. Like he's
So very much Kurt Cobain, before Kurt Cobain became himself.
essentially yeah. And then the third one is a drag queen.
Okay.
A drag queen.
A drag fucking queen.
I think Ariel has a lot to like relate
What
to
the
with that.
fuck is that supposed to mean? No,
Come on, educate us.
Do you have any experience with drag queens? and
no,
such?
I do not have experience with drag queen.
You think that's true, Jen?
With the.
You think that's true, Jen?
Cap. He's capping.
So you mean to say I'm wearing like?
I'm not saying you're the drag. I'm just saying you might have like some experience.
Well, speaking of experience, I don't have a lot of experience with drag queens.
Oh.
Except for like videos that you see online of drag queens, and that's the extent of it.
So you were called up for these 3 characters,
I was.
and because you just said tonight's rehearsals, I'm guessing your role has already been established.
Yes, it is.
Okay. You know what role he has? You don't. You want to have a wild guess, wild ponder?
I am gonna guess it's gonna be the rock star.
You are incorrect.
Ah.
Okay, so there's 2 more guesses. I can make a guess. So it's not the rock. You know, I was gonna say Rockstar as well. I really could see it.
Yeah.
And I really like the song too for the Rockstar guy.
Oh, it's a different song as well.
Because they're different characters.
They're different characters.
Because again, we were supposed to audition for like characters specifically.
Wait, so in the
And they had their
audition
own
you sang
songs.
3 different songs?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for the callbacks.
Love is an open door.
That's exactly what I sang. How did you know?
Wait, for real?
No,
wait,
bro.
no,
There's
no.
no fucking
Yeah,
way
okay.
saying that. Yeah, my character is from Frozen.
Okay. Shit. Okay. If you sang all 3 songs, you didn't get the Rockstar role. So it's between struggling artist and drag queen.
Yes.
It's either the wild card or the safe bet. And I just lost a lot of money in poker the other night, so
Play
I'm
all
gonna go
in.
with the safe bet. You went for the struggling artist.
Okay. What about you?
Do I
Same
have
thing?
any other guess?
Well-
You can guess the other one.
I'm gonna go for the drag queen.
You're a drag queen.
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
I don't know how I'm gonna go about this.
You think we're heels?
Yes, I have to dance in heels.
You have to dance, bro. I can't
Damn.
I can't even walk on heels.
I'm
bro.
okay with dancing, but in heels, I've
Damn.
never.
I can't.
Did you
do
wear a
that.
thong?
Okay, that's a little.
I don't think so. No one's
Bro.
gonna see up my
Wow, wow,
gooch,
wow.
bro.
Okay, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's drag. Okay, so you're a drag queen. And,
Yes, the name of the character is Angel Dumat.
Hi,
Angel. Wait.
Hi, Angel.
Yeah, I hope you're watching this one. Okay.
Yeah,
Damn,
man. Angel's very supportive, by the way, of the shit that I do, and I really support that.
Oh,
I
Angel.
mean, I really, I appreciate the support, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Angel.
And I will do my best to make you proud.
Okay, that's love. That's love right there. How do you feel acting as a drag queen? Does it make you feel any type of way? Were you kind of upset without being able to be the rock star?
The only thing I was upset about is actually the song selection, because I like the songs for both Mark and Roger. The rock star's name is Roger, by the way.
Oh,
I like their
don't
songs
Rogers.
because I feel like the style of their singing is
More like yours.
more like mine. It's more accustomed to my style, and the drag queen isn't so much, which is I'd say it's a good thing because I get to expand my
Vocal
knowledge
range? Okay.
and range as an actor.
Yeah, actually, I think that's pretty good. I think sometimes like the role you may have wanted to do might resonate with you a lot more, but maybe because this one's the unorthodox option, it kind of pushes you outside your realm and makes you grow.
Exactly, like it's so. That's why I don't feel all that like terrible that I got a role that I didn't essentially initially want.
Yeah.
I actually don't feel terrible at all. It's amazing. I got a lead character role.
Yeah, for sure.
And because it's so different from me as a person,
Yeah.
it's easy to sort of separate character from person. Because that's what acting is. I'm not like a professional by any means. We'll get there though.
Yeah, working your way up.
We'll get there. But I feel like it's easier to get into a character if it's very different from yourself.
I see what you mean.
Which also, because like you don't care that it's different because you're the character.
Yeah. You can kind of, there's like a clear line between
there's a
you and
clear
the character.
gap, exactly.
I think you have a good point as well, how you said like you kind of went into this with like just hoping for the bare minimum, which is ensemble, and then obviously you were given more than you actually wanted, which is great as well. 3 characters, obviously you might have gotten the one you least wanted, but it pushes you outside your comfort zone.
Still
Exactly.
something.
Yeah, and I think Ariel, I always use Ariel as an example. I think he's been through something similar as well with his experiences with school and agriculture. Obviously, that's outside his realm of expertise, but now he's going into like somewhat of a master in that sense. So I think what we like to advocate in this podcast is trying your best, try new things, push yourself outside your comfort zone,
Nak ng putang.
and do it.
Life is never how you expect it.
It's never how you expect it. Trust me.
Sometimes you have to believe in Jesus.
Amen.
Right after that religious conversation with Sam as well.
Your neighbor.
Love thy
Thy
neighbor.
neighbor.
Love thy neighbor for sure. Oh, that's good
Nak
to
ng
hear.
putang.
So now you got rehearsals going on.
Yes.
What else you got going on?
Wait, sorry.
Yeah,
Before we diverge into another topic, I would want to ask. It's something related to the whole musical thing. So it's like, with this whole musical industry that you're getting into, how did it all start? Like what actually gave you that spark to go like, oh, I should actually go for. I mean, I actually like singing. I like performing. So, what started everything?
Thank you for asking this
Do you
question.
mind giving us the insight on
Yes,
that?
because I've always, like, the little kid in me that's always wanted to get interviewed as a celebrity. This is the question that I've always wanted to be asked.
Good.
Yeah.
I've always been a musical person. I come from a very musical background. Everyone in my family is musical. Most of us sing. My grandfathers from both mother and father side were musicians. They like played the saxophone, trumpet.
That's cool.
And-
It's cool instruments. I don't see anyone play those anymore.
Yeah, because it's the old school stuff. They're like first generation Filipinos who moved to Hong Kong. Yeah.
Sheesh, okay.
Not Filipinos, but Filipino musicians.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. But yeah, that's sort of where it's rooted. My family that's the most simple answer, and I have been like singing ever since. Now, there's a story that my mom always tells me. I don't know if she's capping or not, but instead of is it my mother or my grandmother? It's one of them, but they always like talk about the same story. It's when I was a little baby. I wasn't speaking yet. I think my mom and my grandma, they were like just what's it called, cradling me.
Yeah.
And then they were humming to me, and I was humming with.
Whoa!
That's gotta be cap, right?
No, I mean, bro,
I don't know, man.
you know, not gonna lie. Okay, so, well, to those who doesn't really know about me, my
was farming Detroit.
fuck. Let me talk. My
Let the
grandfather
man
is
talk.
also a music man. He's a
Musician.
yeah, he's a music man. What
Magician.
the fuck am I saying?
Musician, right?
He's a
I said
magician.
music man. No, but yeah. So when I was a kid, I was probably like a year old or 2, and my grandfather would be just casually playing with this trumpet, right? There's this one time I was just in the living room. He's passed me his trumpet. Right?
Ain't this shit huge?
Huh?
Aren't trumpets kind of big?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
It's okay. Average size.
Well, yeah, a
Gets
trumpet,
the job
right?
done.
He just passes it to me. I blew it. Okay, it
I
sounded
don't
so
know why
bad.
you just the way
It
you
sounded so
You
bad.
could have said like I played it.
Yeah, I don't know.
How do you play? You blow the trumpet, right? How the fuck you want me to say it? You want me to put my toe in
no,
the
because
trumpet?
like you're on the side.
Okay, fine. The trumpet, I played it. It made a sound. Not a lot of people can do that.
Really?
Not even
Oh
joking.
yeah, because it does take some like energy to
Damn.
blow into it.
Why didn't you like
I
go
don't
through
know,
with it?
Nah, fuck it, dude. I don't want.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Music's not in my blood.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
pretty
it
cool.
is in my blood, but I don't like
It's like not in your vessel
sense.
right
Yeah,
now. Yeah.
yeah.
I,
It'll probably come back. I like the taste of music. Yeah. No, actually, no, I don't.
why do I feel like everything you say is a euphemism? It's like. I
What's
feel-
the use of-
It's all like sex jokes.
Sex jokes, music. Anyway.
Okay, I mean to go back to the dude story. Actually, I did know Ariel's. I didn't.
What
know
you
personally,
played music
but-
as well?
No, I did not. I'm gonna get into that though. No, but I do want to say like yeah, Ariel's grandpa did play instruments. from what I
R.I.P..
remember. Yeah, that is Gramps man. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Obviously, they both kind of experienced a backstory about how their musical life kind of started or ended. I'll also maybe a bit about me. Like, I'm a huge music fan. Like, I love listening to music.
Yeah, this guy
Like,
loves music so much.
Dude, I'm on Spotify a little too much to be honest. But I am honestly tone deaf. I can't sing for shit. I can't tell when shit's off. But I got like a huge passion for music, but I have no talent at all. It's like
That's all that matters, man. The passion for music.
no, trust me. If you hear me sing, you bet, oh, this guy's a fucking dead fucking fish.
I mean,
bro."
it's not like you're trying to like pursue a career in music anyway.
Oh, no, for
so
sure, no.
it's
Yeah.
just you just gotta love it.
But then going back to that, like, so, okay, obviously everyone knows we live in Hong Kong, where I think sometimes the arts are overlooked, right, by the business side of things, or even like,
Hong Kong is not a hot spot.
For creativity.
well, I do feel like it's kind of changing, but never mind that for now.
Yeah.
But what's kept you kind of on this? Okay, I want to really pursue music, theaters, or performing arts, because I think it's very easy for people to kind of give into the pressures of life, right? Like I'm sure we all have a friend that used to sing really well, but now they work in a dead end job. It's because sadly the truth is sometimes life really just beats you to a fucking dust, right?
Right. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm really good at singing.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. I don't want to waste the talent given to me, and I want to make something out of it. Again, to sort of take after my grandfather's footsteps, because my uncle is a musician, but I think he has gigs and stuff. Again, like almost my entire family consists of musicians. My mom has like 6-7 siblings, and they all sing.
Damn.
Yeah, everyone is musically inclined, and actually, it wasn't always the case for me. Especially like in high school, or like towards the tail end of high school, where we're really forced to like choose a career path, and music did not seem feasible at all, or like performing arts, not just music, but like singing, acting, and theatricals. It seemed like an impossible mountain to climb.
So reality starts to seep in to an extent,
Yes. So that's where a little bit of my dreams were crushed. I'm like, fuck, I can't pursue it because we went to a ghetto school.
Indeed, we did.
That I'm just kidding. It's not. I mean, it's ghetto, but like the reason why is there aren't any resources or not many resources to cater to the students that were like me, who were more musically inclined and theatrically inclined. Is that a thing? But we didn't have much of that, so I had to go for alternatives. They're like, you can't pursue music. And I was also given the idea by my parents for a moment where it's like, music's always going to be there. And I agree with that. Like, it's in my blood. It's in my bones. That's also one of the reasons why I'm still going, because it's in here, man. But we were about to graduate, and I was like, my parents were like, you gotta choose a career path that's more like realistic. You can't, like, it's hard to survive, which is true, which is very true. It's hard to survive off of like performing.
Yeah.
Because you have to really put in, like, make a name for yourself. The musical that I'm doing now, it's not paid either. The rent, it's not paid, but I'm just doing it.
Kind of ironic how like it's called rent about people who are struggling to pay stuff,
rent.
and they're not paying you to do it anyway. But it's an opportunity nonetheless.
Exactly.
He's grateful. Please don't.
Thanks, Rent.
Yeah, and if I'm not getting paid for the productions that I'm a part of, it's the networking.
Yeah.
Because networking is so important, especially in this field. I mean, in any field, really. But in this field, you really need it, because how are you going to put yourself out there? I mean, it's harder to put yourself out there if no one knows you. And sort of making, not really a name, but like letting yourself be known by participating in productions like these makes it easier, I feel like, to get by in this field. Because again, like, you know, the theater community in Hong Kong is very small. If you know one person, they probably know the next. And then you're, I think that applies to many communities in Hong Kong, not just theater. Because Hong Kong is
Filipino community.
Yeah, I guess like we're trying to allude to, so you want to kind of seep into the right networks where like people are actually performing maybe as a career and like kind of get to know who they are, maybe like see if you have another chance as well, right?
Yes.
Before we kind of dive into what's going on, I want to also ask you, explain how before graduating, you were possibly considering other career paths.
Yes.
What else popped up into your head?
Well, I sort of went for the only university path offered to me, which was interior design in HK space. Like, I flunked my DSEs. Not really. I just failed math. I got a U. I'm not mathematically inclined at all.
Me too.
Everybody who knows me knows this. I excel in other things, not mathematics. But for some reason, I got like an offer, higher diploma offer for
Interior
design.
Yeah.
HQ space, and I went for it. I gave it a shot. I'm like, yeah, I can't.
Not into it.
Well, at first I was like, I really have to give this a shot, because they're right. It's hard to survive off of music. I can always just do that thing on the side, and it's probably better to have music on the side rather than the main thing, because it's not that reliable. So I gave it a shot, and this was 2020 when we graduated. So we had to adjust not only from high school to further studies to university or like college or whatever, but it was during the pandemic.
Oh yeah.
So we had to adjust to Zoom and stuff
Yep.
as well. And I'm already quite the introverted. I'm not. I had mentioned this to Ariel earlier. I'm sort of. It's a common combination, but it's a common combination, and it's terrible. I'm shy and an introvert. So, going into my new school, it was hard to communicate, especially during the pandemic where everything's sort of just online, Zoom.
Yep.
I really struggled getting by. I'm like, I didn't know who to go to for like advice or.
Yeah.
And I sort of just gave up. As I withdrew from school, I dropped out, so to speak.
Okay, so in that situation, so you kind of drop out. So what kind of makes you go back to finding your love or passion towards music?
I don't think I ever lost the love or passion for that. I sort of just shoved it in a corner because I was told that I shouldn't prioritize it, or like it's always going to be on the side, and pursue this other thing that's going to be more practical in surviving life. Like, it's a more practical job. It's more reliable rather than like, again, performing music, theater, acting. And I think it's just always been there. I just put it in a corner. So when I found out, like, okay, I don't really like this. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I did drop out because like I didn't like it. So I went back to thinking to myself, I'm like, what do I want to do? Which is a huge like gamble I feel like I put on my life, which is like I really do want to pursue the arts, like singing and acting and stuff like that. I guess that's it. It's nothing that needed rekindling. It's just something that you needed to like
Push back.
in.
Get it back in track.
Yeah. I think Aura's got a really good point. Yeah, not really like letting it die down, but putting it on the side for a bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.